I just got fucking noob tubed. He killed me with the fucking eagle thing.
Oh, some shooty ass motherfuckers. Look at Jev, bro. Get it, Jev. Fuck him up, bro.
Let's go, baby. Alright, man. I am camping my ass off. Ooh. No! Alright, so as you can see, I spent an entire night slash day going for nukes and shit like that, and it was nothing but a bunch of heartbreak, to be honest. Really, going for nukes isn't that difficult. It's just, it's this challenge that was always a thing for Call of Duty, you know, for the games that had the nukes and shit like that. Like, I never felt like getting a nuke was a very, very difficult thing, but anybody that went around and dropped a shit ton of nukes all the time and went for nukes all the time, I respected it because whenever I went for nukes and shit, I would be stressed the fuck out. Not stressed out because of how difficult it is, but because of how frustrating it is on top of that. I get more frustrated getting shit on when I'm trying my hardest versus getting shit on when I'm trying to snipe. I don't know, there's something about where even if I get shit on when I'm sniping, even if it's a thing that I do most of the time, I'm like, it's kind of expected because I'm like half handicapped, you know? Snipers are not the best guns on this game. But when I die using the most OP class setups and shit like that, my frustration flies through the fucking roof. How many times am I going to run into a grenade?
The advantage is ours.
Oh shit, there's a fucking sniper in there. I hate playing so defensively all day whenever you go for these nukes, because you have to. You have to play in this way where you basically limit and control near every single one of your engagements if you don't want to die. Good voice crack. I'm gonna knock myself the fuck out. And that would have been in advance. I was about to go so aggressive and just drop the fastest nuke I possibly could. That was the type of shit that would frustrate me a lot. I think now when I get frustrated, I just like, it's just a bunch of internal shit that just builds up over time. Before it was just straight out frustration that I didn't hit a clip or something like that. Now it's like, yeah, it sucks when I don't hit a clip, but to be honest, on this game, with the way that the kill feed works and shit like that, like, I'm not even really stressed. It kind of feels like Advanced Warfare. Like, yeah, the kill feed isn't 20 seconds like Advanced Warfare, or 15 seconds or whatever it was, but it lasts so long that everybody that has all their 5-ons and 6-ons and all that shit, those standards are not really the same anymore. It's just, it's all kind of different now. To be honest, I don't really know what's really impressive anymore. I just kind of go with what looks good.
I suck.
It's okay, man. It's the M4.
He's just sitting back there.
I knew you wouldn't expect me to be that close to your spawn after I just killed you right, you know, further up, so easy to pick that quick little kill up because most people don't expect to, you know, die immediately again like that.
Jev, get a line.
See, a lot of people really don't like when I'm sweating. It's not fun. No one's really having any fun. At least when you're getting sniped and shit, you know, have a little bit of respect for it. When somebody's sweating on you with an M4 MP5 combo, it's not fun, man.
And then he jumped as a loser. Get a life.
It's
Holy
my
shit.
job, I'm sorry. It's my job.
It's your job?
It's my job.
What, to camp?
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Is that the real FaZe Jev?
He didn't even know what to say after that point. You know, he was like, oh, is your job to camp? It's like, I mean, not necessarily, but I don't want to make that argument. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I wasn't camping. The thing about this game, like, see, you can see me dropping nukes back on, like, World War II, for example, when I was dropping those V2 rockets and shit. It was nonchalant dropping nukes with sniper rifles and shit. We got the double nuke with Kitty on fucking cannon, Gustav cannon. I had a good time dropping nukes on that game, and you could be aggressive on that game and everything and not really be punished for it. This game, you know, with the radar and the way that everything is, like, you just die so much more randomly than you would before. Like, it always felt like if I were going for a nuke before and I took a fight, I knew that that fight was risky. Whereas on this game, it's like, I don't even know when that fight's gonna happen half of the time. So I'm gonna try my best to control everything I possibly can so I don't get blindsided like I do most of the time. And that results in people, you know, holding down one specific area, quote, camping, hard aiming corners and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Using the hardest, sweatiest classes you possibly can out there. It is what it is. It just happens. And it's not like you can't drop a nuke with shitty weapons. You absolutely can. But the Timmies on this game have a lot more in their arsenal than they did before, with, you know, the radar being the way that it is. You can get the jump on good players just by sitting around. All sorts of shit, you know what I mean? Leaky bum cover. I also swapped out this class for the M16 barrel, and man, I mean, like, yeah, it's a little bit slower than the Corvus barrel. I can't play this game and drop nukes without that monolithic suppressor, in my opinion. I just feel like so many people use their senses of, like, hearing and shit, the way that the sound is on this game. Oh, shit! Not gonna lie, though, it has been kind of fun sweating and shit, being able to just straight out kill people. Before, I would just feel like, damn, if I had an M4 in that situation, it would have been easy peasy to get out. It's all just a different type of playstyle, though, and the thing that scares me is whenever I spend way too much time doing one type of playstyle and shit, I really try to adjust to it. Like, I'll change my sensitivity and shit. Usually, I'm sniping on 16, I'm on, like, 12 now. Like, a lot of things change up whenever I swap my playstyle around a bunch, so it's better than trying to get nukes to work in a way that just won't work.
Fuck your mother.
Fuck your mother. What the fuck? I thought that was my teammate's dot over his head. Dude, I don't know what's going on with these dots and, like, the teammates' names and shit, but even in Ground War, I don't know what the issue was, but people's name would just straight out disappear. That fucking laugh. Imagine making it over 100 levels with the straight skill set and journey that you could take, dropping 3 kills at a time to get max level. That's the grind. You thought Damascus was bad? Imagine the mental. Imagine how strong you gotta be someone that goes like 3 and 30 every game, and you just grind, and you just play and play and play, and you don't give a fuck. Play Black Ops 2 Trickshotting? Oh, like the server or whatever? I can't do trick shots. It's just, I'm not interested. I'm not a trick shotter, so like, what the fuck am I gonna do trying to hop onto trick shotting servers with a bunch of other nerds that sit around and do this shit all day? I'm never gonna hit shit. And even then, even if I do, it's like, okay, I hit a shot on Black Ops 2. I've already hit shots on Black Ops 2. They are not very good. I saw some trick shotting drama that Rain and Adapt and other people were involved with or some shit. I hardly know any of the people that were involved with the whole thing, but look, it looks like those guys got it down pat, so I'm good.
Oh my god, I'm playing with FaZe Jev. I'm playing with FaZe Jev. He's one of the best Call of Duty players ever. Oh my god.
I'm one of the best. Thank you. So don't blow me up like that, please don't. This is so much time.
That's insane.
Fuck! I was inside! What did I do wrong there? I was too close to the window? Seriously? I can't believe that shit. Oh my god, and this dude is fucking Swamp Thing out here with a sniper rifle, man. Who the fuck sits out there in the goddamn boonies? As far as I'm concerned, that entire area is named Florida. Couple fucking alligators in there, shitty weather. Oh my god, you're all just sitting in the dirt mounds and shit. I don't get it, man. Has ever won a game of Euphrates Bridge sitting on the dirt mounds? I'll just sit and wait then. I'm not gonna sit here and play this fucking game where I have to sit here and look for like 8 different fucking people whenever I enter a goddamn goddamn room. That's what this game is like noob friendly and shit. Forcing you to check corners you wouldn't usually check, not because, you know, you're better or worse, but because the game doesn't give you information about it in order to protect the people that don't know how to fucking position themselves. Like, I feel like I can nuke this lobby because the players are aggressive enough, but they might be a little bit too aggressive. Like, when I got into their spawn building, there were at least 4 of them that all knew back to back to back to back that they all want to get into this building and kill me. You get a whole group of players that want to chase after you and kill you, it's almost impossible to actually get that. Which is why ground war is actually, in my opinion, a bit easier if you've adjusted to the playstyle of ground war anyway. It's a little bit easier to drop nukes in ground war just because teams can't have nearly as much coordination. Most people aren't even speaking or communicating and shit. So on top of that, obviously, if other players have more people to think about and more people to shoot at and more people to see, they may just kind of forget about you, you know? They'll remember you later when, you know, you're sitting there pounding in the fucking key code for it. I think I have a challenge for myself. I read one down in the comment section somewhere. Play an entire video without having your mouth open. It's because when I'm concentrating, I have my mouth open sometimes and people are making fun of me and shit. It's because I can't breathe through my nose. I have to sleep a similar way too. It's, pretty terrible. It's because I can't breathe through my nose. I actually can't breathe through my nose, so. And this angle makes it look a lot worse than it actually is, to be honest. I might fuck around with the camera angle and shit a little bit, but it's really hard for me to sit there like, because my nose, you can hear it. It's just, I can't. At least I haven't been struggling, like, you know, fucking sweating my ass off and still at least not being #1 in the lobby. Usually I am, so I guess I can have that as a positive takeaway if I can't get a nuke.